Now, the Subway Final Word.
Forgets about.
The Pirates already made one trade in the last week and a half, sending Jason Curley to the Los Angeles Angels for reliever Ernesto Frieri. Good evening. Welcome back to the Subway Final Word, everybody. There's a few weeks left until the trade deadline. Should the Pirates make another trade? And if so, what's the greatest position of need? Dang, you're up first.
You know, I had a talk with Neil Huntington about this today at PNC Park and asked him specifically about starting pitching. Is that the direction that he's looking at? And he kind of hedged a little bit because he always does. But at the same time, it was pretty clear that wherever they're looking, it's at pitching. He wouldn't narrow it down to starting. Obviously, you look at the Pirates bullpen right now, and you're seeing guys, Genmar Gomez, Ernesto Frieri, who's come over for Grilli, has done absolutely nothing to distinguish himself. They could use another arm or two and to guard against Mark Melancon and Tony Watson wearing down at the season's end. I'd look more in that direction, believe it or not, than a starter, although I understand that the starter would make by far the bigger splash.
Travis, pitching or hitting? Where do you want to go?
Yeah, the old axiom is you can never have enough pitching, right? And the Pirates are in a good position because they have too many starting pitchers at the moment. Jeff Locke was great again today, and he's probably the odd man out once Liriano's healthy because he has options remaining. So the Pirates are in a good position in the sense that they don't have to make a move. They're not in desperation mode. They don't have to overpay to get a veteran. But, you know, they could always use more pitching depth, and they're going to scour the market for value. And Neil Huntington did say today he's willing to give up prospects for the right fit. I think shortstop's another position of need potentially, although Josh Harrison could fit in more at shortstop with the Clint Parmes injury. So the Pirates are in a good position in that they don't have to overpay. They have depth. Harrison's roaming around. They have an extra starting pitcher at the moment. But yeah, if the value's there, if the right fit's there, I think they'll do something.
Well, let's be fair too about shortstop here. Jordy Mercer's been really good lately, and this has been going on for about 6 or 7 weeks now. So I think he's earned it.
Josh, you ready to pull the trigger on a trade?
Yeah, about a month ago I would have said shortstop, but Jordy is ripping the cover off the ball. If he keeps that up, I think they're fine there. I think they could use a relief pitcher more than a starting pitcher. Their starters did not go deep into games at all the first 2 months of the season. A lot of their best relief pitchers have thrown a ton of innings. I love what Jared Hughes has done this season. We know how good Melancon and Tony Watson are. I really think they could use one more good right-handed arm to go with Justin Wilson as 6th inning, 7th inning guys. I think that would be good for them. I look at their starting pitching and all the depth they have right now, especially with Liriano due back fairly soon. If you can get him back to last season's form, I don't think they need to give up a lot of assets and bring another starting pitcher in here.
Well, the thing that you guys are telling me is the fact that the Pirates have done a pretty good job of putting together a pretty solid everyday lineup, because last year we were talking about getting a right-handed bat, a left-handed bat. Pitching, however, this year is what they are looking for, what they need. The trade deadline is July 31st. Back to the Penguins. And the talk about trying to get Brandon Sutter signed to a long-term deal. Is it a big priority? Geno Fan says it's a big priority. If anything happens to 87 or 71, he'll be needed to fill that void. We're back in 2 minutes with the debate.